Welcome back to another video. We're gonna take a look at how we can transfer a file, a sheet metal part, from SolidWorks to CATIA. So, to get started, this will be the case study part. I will go up to File, Save As. And now, in order to have this transfer, we need to go and use either STEP AP214 or AP214. So I will choose the newer version. Both will work in this case, so I will go with 214. I will call this solid to CATIA. And within CATIA, I'm gonna drag and drop that file. So I know that this is on my desktop. I'm gonna drag and drop that over here. So we see the file loaded, but if you're gonna check the body, you're gonna see that we won't have any history for this. So this will be only called, let's say, a solid body entitled mirror. That means I don't have the possibility to fold and fold it, and this is really important for sheet metal design parts. But I have the possibility to work with a step. For example, if I will go within part design, I have the possibility to mainly cut various elements over here. If I'm gonna add those, that will not fully work when I try to unfold it. But if I try to do something like a cut, this will work. So let's take a look at how we can convert that in order to have it unfolded. I'm gonna jump within Mechanical Design, Generative Sheet Metal Design. And over here we're gonna see we're gonna have this Recognize tool, which is active. We're gonna have the reference face. In this case, I will choose the bottom face for that. And now we can do some picks for the walls, for the bands. So in this case, the walls will be 4. So this part has 4 walls. We're gonna have the bands. So we're gonna have that larger band and the 2 smaller ones. Now, in this case, we have those as gussets. So we have over here stamp. We can't really choose that as a stamp, but let's see. If I'm gonna try to convert this, I'm gonna go with the OK check. And we're gonna see that a permanent restriction was encountered during the recognition. So the thickness of the part is not constant. Well, the part is constant, but let's take a look at the problem is represented by this gusset over here. As we can see, we see that we have a build warning. Some of the input phase cannot be computed. Do you want to ignore this phase in order to get a more convenient result? I'm gonna choose yes, because we can have those ignored. But even so, if I will click OK, this will still give me an update error. Therefore, if I will cancel this, the whole recognize will be cancelled. So the problem is that the gusset created within SolidWorks is not, let's say, recognized by CATIA. Therefore, one, let's say, change that we can do is jump back over here. And for the gusset, I'm just gonna have this suppressed so that it will no longer be active. And now with the part with that gusset removed, I will change this again. I will save this as a step file. I will call this no gusset. And I'm gonna jump back into CATIA and I'm gonna drag and drop the new part, the newly exported part, which is this one. And we're gonna see that we have that appearing over here. So I can go again, recognize. I can just click OK. It's not important to add exactly those walls because CATIA will process it. As you can see, the body, over here we see a misspell. The body cannot. It's a little bit weird because that's not a normal spelling. Let me check that. So we see this within the English. The correct form is can't with only one N. That's what I also knew, but yeah, English is not my native language. Do you want to define the work object we're gonna see that it's called now fillet. Keep in mind that over here the naming that CATIA will read will be the last over here within the feature, and we see that this last feature was called fillet, therefore CATIA will see that as the name of the part. And I will choose the reference plane, click OK, and now we're gonna see that again we're gonna have that warning. Let me check exactly why we have that recognized. So we had one recognized working, therefore the software tried to do another recognize, but this works, and as you can see I can have it folded, unfolded. This is really important to make sure that you don't add double recognize over here. And as for the gusset, we could simply just add that within CATIA. But keep in mind that for various stamps and other elements, it's harder to make those, let's say, fully compatible from one software to another if you're gonna move those as step files, because that is the best solution to move these files. Okay, so I hope that you find this video useful. I'm gonna position a similar video over here to the left and a subscribe button to the right. So thanks for watching.